Teresa Giudice explains the real reason she extended an olive branch to Joe and Melissa Gorga. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice is setting the record straight about her recent attempt to reconcile with Joe and Melissa Gorga. The reality star says the move has nothing to do with the Real Housewives of New Jersey and everything to do with family. Teresa Giudice explains why she reached out to her brother and sister-in-law. On Page 6 Virtual Reality podcast, Teresa explained that her decision to extend an olive branch came during a bonding trip with her daughter, Gia Giudice, in Morocco before filming Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. My daughter Gia and I were in Morocco for Special Forces days before the competition started to get adjusted with the time and everything, Teresa said. We had a lot of, bonding time, and we talked about a lot of things. And so, what made me choose that was not because I'm worried about not getting back on the cast, because it is what it is. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. She continued, my whole thing is I want to be a good example for my children. If anything ever happens between my daughters, I want one of them to be able to say, move on past it. Teresa added, it takes two to make up, but sometimes it takes one person to make the peace. The Real Housewives of New Jersey OG talks Special Forces experience with Gia. Teresa's journey on Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, gave fans a new glimpse at her softer side. She joined the Fox series with Gia for Season 4 but withdrew after watching her daughter prepare for fight with soccer star Christy Pierce-Rampone. I didn't want to see my child get hit. I would have definitely jumped in, she told Decider. I didn't even want her to see me getting hit. I feel like I've been defending myself for a long time in the whole housewife thing. I was just like, I don't want to show my child that. Though Teresa exited early, Gia stayed in the competition. Teresa admitted the separation was emotional. I cried until Gia came home, she shared. My husband, Louis Ruelas, was like, what's wrong with you? He was like, you're so different. What happened? I was like, I miss my child. I just want to make sure she's okay. I was upset until she came home. Gia also playfully shared which of her next-gen NYC castmates she thought would do well on Special Forces, saying, I think Ariana would actually be really great on Special Forces. Who would not be? Like the rest of them. Like Brooks, Amira, Riley, they would die. Fans can revisit Teresa Giudice and her feud with her family by streaming Real Housewives of New Jersey on Peacock. Teresa Giudice says her decision to extend an olive branch to her brother Joe Gorga and sister-in-law Melissa Gorga was motivated by her role as a mother and not by a bid to return to Real Housewives of New Jersey. Entertainment Now +2 Page 6+2. She revealed that while on a trip in Morocco with her daughter Gia, ahead of filming Special Forces, they had deep conversations that prompted Teresa to reflect on what kind of example she wants to set. Entertainment Now +1 Teresa emphasized that she wants her daughters to see the power of working through hurt and moving forward, rather than holding on to bitterness. Entertainment Now +2 Reality Blurb +2. Teresa also made a point of distancing her intention from rumors she'd extend peace in hopes of getting back on Real Housewives. She asserted she isn't desperate for the gig, insisting that her offer of reconciliation comes from a personal place, not a strategic one. Page 6+1 It takes two to make up, but sometimes it takes one person to make the